So, hello, audience. Welcome. This is the Blooper Reel. I'm Kira. On my left, I don't know my directions.
Stage right.
Is Matt. Wait, is it right? Am I left? I'm tired.
Hi, guys.
We have beautiful Matt. Then we have illustrious Aubrey. Then we have Caius. And then we have glorious Dr. Saints.
Dude, Caius, you're just Caius.
I'm just Caius.
You don't have a surname with it.
That's fine.
He did that last time to Aubrey, so I was like, it has to be somebody else, right?
Oh,
okay.
though. I didn't even. I was gonna be nice to you too had you shown up, but that's fine. That's fine.
No worries. I feel like I have a lot of good things to talk about today, or for the topics. I feel it took me a while to like get it. I've been kind of like not in the best headspace, so.
No, we get that. I mean, we have depression here all the time with us, so.
Yeah.
What it do? What up, baby?
Rapist.
Alrighty, so on to our first topic, which is the worst encounters in a D&D game or a video game, be it with like how the games run, or with the players, or with the game master, whatever. And who wants to go first?
Caius.
You're the host.
You gotta
go
give
first.
me a
Oh,
second.
sure,
I'm immediately trying to like go to my worst experience, and I
Better
found
words
like,
to because I guess I can technically start. I'm the host, so I will give my
How
my
dare
worst
you?
experience. Do you want to go first then? Would
No.
you like see? Alrighty, so this was in college. I've been playing D&D for like a few years, and I started to make a lot of friends. And so I met this one girl who in like the LGBT club, and she's like, I want to join, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, okay, sure, whatever. And so this was kind of like an off group that I had been kind of going back and forth between. And so like I decided to go with them, and like a lot of the people I didn't really like, in my opinion. They're kind of stupid, and I didn't really like the stupid crowd. Not to say they're bad, they're just annoying to me. So it already was starting out as I'm in this group of people who we're gonna play a D&D game, like a quick session, a one-off, and I don't like anybody in this except for the DM, who's gonna be the girl who and so she decided, it's like, hey, I want to run a game, so I want to surprise you all with a surprise type of game. You'll have to kind of guess what's going to happen. And so she was like, yeah, we can do kind of like a sci-fi style. And so everyone kind of sat down, and we like made characters really quickly. Everyone kind of chose pretty unique sci-fi stuff. There was like a cyborg, and then we were all different kinds of aliens. I always like to be kind of weird and eclectic, so I was like an alien made out of like crystals, and so I could like change my physical forms very so slightly, which would be interesting later on. So we're on the ship, and we're going to this planet because there's a distress signal, and so we all kind of get there, and then like she's kind of giggling the whole time to herself because none of us know like the style of game this is going to be, how this is going to turn out. And so we're trying to figure out where this distress signal is coming from, and then we all kind of split up. So we kind of do like the Scooby-Doo, everyone goes in different directions. And so I go off into a cave because it's a planet and it's lots of caves, so it's a weird cave holy place. So we all got some on the surface, some in the caves, and I was one of the ones in the caves. And so in this dark cave, I have my like flashlight and a weapon, like a shooty gun. It's hard to remember every detail, but like I know I had a weapon because when I got into the cave, I heard something crawling around, and it was like a crazy, like pretty much the alien from the Alien series, I would have imagined. And so it had come after me, and somehow I lose my weapon because bullshit rolls. So I was about to die. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna climb the walls. And she's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, yes, I can. I'm just gonna change my form so I can just cling to the walls like a crystal. Like, I'm trying to think, like, because I could bond my crystals on an atomic level, so I wouldn't slip off the walls. So I just climb up the walls, and she gave it to me. But her play style was every time she would say everything, she would finish her turn, then you would be your turn. And once you finish your turn, she would say, I wasn't finished, even though she already finished her turn, and then you finish her turn. She would add something else on to like fuck over what you just did. And so it was really difficult to like play against that, because it was very annoying. And then eventually we found out like, hey, this is supposed to be like a horror campaign. It's not fun. One of the guys I didn't really like, I was really surprised at how like, creative he was with everything, because he was the android in the group. And so he went down to one of the caves as well, and then like pretty much had no chance. Like there wasn't any rolling. He just kind of got his head cut off and was like, surprise, you're dead. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm an android. My head's still working. I can still move around. And she's like, but wait, you actually fell into a little river. And he's like, well, I can move my head around still. I can just crawl my head out, like use my cheeks and my tongue and everything. And she's like, No, actually your head got stuck in between two rocks in the pond. And it's like, fuck, what do I do? And like he kept thinking of creative ways to do it. And he's like, well, okay, I have a tracking device in my head. I'm gonna turn it on so people know where I am and can find me. It's a distress signal. And so she's like, but wait, the water has some kind of compound in it that it's refracting your signal. And it's like, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
The funniest part of this is it's like the age-old like situation of I had this plan for this story, and the moment it goes off rails,
Mm-hmm.
I have to think of a way to get it back on rails instead of thinking of you're creative enough to figure out a way to get it back on track, but you're not creative enough to figure out a way to continue your fucking story without, completely fucking over your characters. Like, come
The point
on.
of being the DM is to be able to adapt to the situation as it calls for. You got to be prepared for the moment that everything that you have planned for the session is when the players choose left. You have to be prepared to adapt when they choose right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, and they're gonna make decisions that you're like, wait a minute, I don't have a plan for this. You got to do it like on the fly.
One
You
by
can't-
one.
Yeah.
Everyone died, except for me.
That's such a boring campaign.
Mhm.
Well, also,
I
you should have just.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised everybody didn't just stop fucking playing.
Well, the thing is, a lot of them were new, and then like
Sounds like
And
the
if it's
DM
a one
was
shot,
new.
like
I know
if it's a one shot,
so
it usually
didn't
gets
really-
done in one
yeah.
session.
So like at that point, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get to the ship and just leave. Like I'm pretty sure everyone's dead. Like I was metagaming, everyone's dead. I'm going to the
Peace
ship.
out,
and leave.
homies. Chronicles of Riddick, motherfucker.
So eventually she brought out the big bad monster that was gonna kill me, and I got into the ship, and I actually let it climb onto the ship. It was my plan to get, even though I knew she was gonna have her plan. She was gonna get on the ship and it was gonna kill me, and so I
Joke's
went
on
out.
you. It can breathe in space.
Well, what I did was, I walked down into like the bay area, and I opened up the doors, and she's like, okay, fine, you're just gonna climb in the doors. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna glue my feet to the ground, because I can just atomically crystallize my feet on the fucking graded floor. It's super easy. I'm gonna stick, and I'm gonna turn that ship facing upwards, so now everything's falling out of the bay, and the monster just falls out, and it's like, well, can't get me in the fucking air. Then we just fly off. That's the end. Okay, bitch, bye, I'm done.
Joke's
So
on
it
you.
was-
Fucking
yeah.
pulls a Goku and just fucking Kamehameha's your ass.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I think that was my like worst experience as a player.
That sounds like a really shitty DM. Like you said that everybody was new. Literally sounds like the DM's new.
There was a lot of people who were new. There's some
Yeah,
that
that's-
played a little bit around, like a little bit less than me, but I think I was the most experienced player there.
That's a typical situation of I don't get the dub as my characters, so when I'm the DM, nobody gets the dub.
Hmm.
Like,
I do feel like she was a little bit more lenient with me because she liked me, because like I went to her because she was the one who put together all the LGBT group, the club, and so I would go there, and I think she was like, you're cool, I'm gonna let you survive, but everyone else can die because I don't care about them.
So everyone
I was
else's
like,
experience is gonna be awful except for yours.
Mine was still awful. Like,
So fucking toxic, dude.
yeah, I was like, it's not good.
Oh man.
So,
Hey, Caius, come on, dude. Let's hear about yours, man.
So, I guess freshman year of college, I joined this D&D club, and I thought I got lucky. That the day I showed up, they had a session running earlier on in the day, and I didn't have anything planned. So, I joined this random group, bunch of people. DM seemed pretty cool and all, so I ended up making this human fighter because I really didn't feel like putting much effort into making a new character, and it's like my ultimate go-to. So I just know how it works off the bat. So. We play the first session, and what I tell you that I've never met a DM who has more will to kill off their players than this guy. We were fighting, I swear, characters that were dealing half our hit points with one attack, and they were attacking 3 times each. Like, 2 of the players ended up re-rolling their characters because they died the first fight. All 3 death saves failed. So the guy was like, we ended up, against my better judgment, doing a second session. And the second session, we ended up going into a sea tower. And the sea tower was just filled with monsters. Like, the 5th level had 4-star legendary griffins. Like, this guy, I swear, was trying to either, I don't know, teach people to fight in a different kind of way by avoiding monsters or just by killing us off. But we did 2 sessions and I didn't go back. But that was because this guy had us going through levels upon levels of monsters that were just far too strong for our characters. We were level 5. We were level 5 and they're doing like 30-40 hit points before modifiers. That's just dice roll. I guess that's a quick story while I think of another one.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I ended up trying to join another group from the club, but it was like the same group of people, give or take like 2 of the players, and it was a different DM, of course, but the guy who was the DM was a player, and you could tell right off the bat he was one of those I know it all, to a point where I know how to find loopholes in all the rules, but you're not allowed to do so. We'll just argue you.
I had
the entire session.
I had
So
people I had friends like that too. It's not fun.
No, it doesn't. It makes you not want to play. I'm like, I'm sorry, I designed my character like this. I know how he fucking works. Don't tell me how he works for me.
It's like, bitch, are you the game master? Are you telling the story here? Sit down.
Honest to God. It's one of those guys who's on his main character shit in every D&D game he plays. You know what I mean?
Ooh, main character shit. I got one for you. Okay, so I haven't played like a full campaign of D&D since like high school, right? But I just remember this one fucking session, or well, this one full campaign, right? This fucking kid, right? The DM was great. The DM was fucking amazing. It was this one player. He fucking played a pally, like, you know, typical, like, you know, devout pally, lawful good, yada yada. And he always had to be the center of attention in every session. And it got to the point, like, it literally got to the point where the DM was shutting this fucking kid down. So, like, he's a paladin, he has a patron he has to fucking basically, you know, answer to. And the DM would literally use his patron against him to kind of, like, I guess, knock him down a level. And like, some of the shit that he would do was fucking hilarious. Because, like, the mid-fight, he would, like, pray to his patron to, you know, give him, you know, help him, yada yada, whatever. And the DM, like, if the kid was being, like, especially standoffish and, like, I'm the center of attention, I'm the main character of this group, yada yada, the DM would just be like, yeah, no, he doesn't come to your aid. He doesn't like you, fuck you. But yeah, no, essentially it ended up with this kid being the only one in the group that actually lost a character. because
Oh.
of how shitty he was.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I feel like when you're playing D&D, I feel like you'd always should like imagine yourself as a secondary character, never as the main character. Because like at that point, if you think you're the main character, you kind of like, I don't know, kind of detract from other players as well.
Well, like
Like,
I don't think you should think of anybody as the main character. You're
Well, that's why I
Everybody's
said I think
over-
everyone.
you're
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
think
like-
about it like the Scooby-Doo group. You know what I mean? The
yeah,
mystery
they're all
gang.
the main character, you know. But like they work together to create that story. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like if one person is doing all the main character shit, you know, riding a dragon, fucking scaling walls, what the fuck's everyone else doing, you know? Like,
Just waiting
We'll
for
wait
him to
for
get
you-
through and
we'll-
open the door.
yeah, we'll wait for you to lift the gate. Like, what? No. Like you all are capable of doing the same shit that this person's doing. Do it.
Nah, what it is the rest of the people are just his entourage. You know, it's like, hey, I'm here to
His
fuck it.
entourage.
I'm here to fuck your shit up, but here's my entourage to watch.
I think some of that might also fall
an
on the
audience.
DM. I think some of that might also fall on the DM if you think about it, because like
The DM
Oh, yeah,
has to
the
make those
the
scenarios.
DM creates those situations where people can kind of like shine, you know, like a situation where like a thief or a rogue, you know, is gonna outshine a fucking, you know, like a paladin or a barbarian who's clad in fucking armor. Like,
I mean,
Well,
it's,
I think-
it's scenarios. Like so when a DM, like, so when you start with a group of friends and everything, or, you know, an adventure and everything, the DM, you know, obviously has everybody in mind. So a good DM will give you the opportunity to shine, like you said. A good DM will give you the opportunity to like be successful and to make your character make your character amazing.
yeah, it's really up to you to not kind of drop the ball when the opportunity comes. But like, I think it's a good practice as a DM to like if you're doing like a long campaign, to focus on like one person specifically each session. So like, give this one person the spotlight until everybody kind of establishes who their character is, what their character could do, yada yada. And then at the end is when they all kind of come together and bring their you know, specialties and shit like that.
I have a DM right now that for a Sunday game, and I don't know what it is that he does, but he does a very good job about making sure that everybody, quote unquote, hits their plot points in every session. Like,
That's
there-
so
it's-
hard.
See, he does, but the beauty of it is that he does such a good job within the midst of the bullshit. It's a great DM. It's a great game. Actually, it's one of my favorite games that I've played for a while. But there's like 8 players, and out of them, 6 of them always talk over each other. They're talking over each other. They're talking over the DM. They're talking over me and the other player who don't really talk as much. And despite all of the madness that goes on with all of that, he does a very good job about incorporating me and Lilith, who's just the other player, incorporating us into the session. So my character is funny because his name is Chad Zono, because we've subconsciously, accidentally given him a harem. Like like, so we showed up at this town after this big water war fight, and
They showed up for the t-shirt
And-
contest.
and I was approached by 3 slaves, and I said, I'm gonna take the 3 slaves to get food, right? That, like, subconsciously I was like, whatever. And we get in, and they tell me, you can't bring slaves in, no slaves allowed. And I roll a nat 20 on the deception check, telling them they're my friends.
Oh my god.
So I sit them down at the table and I order food, and they don't immediately start eating. You have to order them to do it. So I order them. I said, I order you to start eating. And then my DM goes, the little shit. He goes, the 3 women in front of you start crying. And then at that point, the entire group erupted like, what do you mean women? Like, they're like, who's this Chad? And joking, all that. And so I wave over, I'm a pirate captain. So I wave over a bartender or a waiter. And it turns out it's the guy who I rolled the nat 20 on. And he's like, Jesus, what'd you do? Just break up with all of them? And being a joking motherfucker, I went, nah, I just proposed. And my DM goes, "Do you say that in character?" And I go, "Fuck yeah, I say that in character." And so now I'm married to 3 women.
Oh my
This
god.
guy's ex is the sea goddess, the queen of Atlantis. And so like it's funny, but there's a lot of the session that I don't end up getting to talk. But despite all of that, I have major things that have gone on with my character. Same with the other player. And the 6 players, despite talking over each other and them trying to what me, the DM, and the other player called their MC shit, because it's, you know, them fighting to be the center of attention, like Matt was talking about. So he wraps it all around where everybody hits a plot point. No matter how much they talk over, everybody gets something in return, whether it's story progression, character development, a relationship growth, even in all the madness. So it's Eli, if you're listening to this, major kudos to you, you motherfucker.
So, what I took out of that is, if you're the quiet guy in class, you get big titty bitches.
Yeah, basically.
Excellent.
What is this anime plot line? Saints.
Yeah, man, you're always the quiet one. It's your turn, baby.
No, he doesn't
Give
D&D.
us.
It can be a game. It can be a game.
Hold on,
It can be
wait.
a game.
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk to this
It can
man.
be. It can be a game.
Have you did you see that picture I posted
Where?
in the one Discord?
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas tree.
Oh, Christmas tree.
All right, cool. Yeah. So shitty experience with games or something. I don't fucking know. Don't talk about Smite, please.
So was
mean,
this
you don't-
time on Smite, right? No.
Where
I just
Matt was
kept
being a
blasting.
real particular
He was very
dickhead.
drunk.
Anytime
Wait,
you
what?
play Smite with Matt, it's just a bad time.
Oh,
Not if you're
no.
good.
Outtro, what'd you say?
Everybody trying so hard.
Not if you're fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm not good. Yeah, you
Yeah,
play with me.
Don't play with me, Doug.
Bitch.
I like the little crab dude.
Nah, I care a lot less now, though. Real talk.
Bro,
So okay, you know, more talk on D&D. Matt, Saints, and I currently just started a campaign with a couple other peeps. Saints, you know, just you can
We
talk
haven't
to
even
me. You
even
wanna talk
started
about
it
your
yet, dog.
character at all?
Chill.
it hasn't started yet. Matt was just talking
Well,
about it
hasn't
earlier.
started.
Yeah, dog. Work in progress.
I'm just
I'm
giving
a
Saints, you know, Saints can talk about his character a little bit if he wants.
I'd love
We
to
can
hear
be on
about his
topic.
character.
Oh yeah,
What?
please.
I'm
Tell us
relieved
all
about
about
you.
your character.
I mean,
Tell us about his assless chaps.
wait. What did you end up choosing to play as?
I showed you one of the own brew ones. Let me look at it. real quick.
No. But like, what class?
It's a Celtic. I
What?
did the.
Eric. He said Celtic.
Yo, you a basketball player?
Claire.
You're the
Wait,
Celtics?
you're a blood cleric, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright, that's pretty
Ooh,
badass. Blood
that's
cleric's
interesting.
cool.
Let me.
Nah, I'm still waiting for him to be out here as a Celtic.
He's a fucking.
He's out here fucking dunking on people.
Wait. Hold on. Tell them what race you are.
I haven't got that far yet.
I thought you did. I thought you
Yes, he didn't
chose.
decide.
Didn't Wes just say that you chose?
No.
Wait, then who's playing a mouse folk?
Probably the new guy.
Crimson Fox.
Wait, he's playing a mouse folk?
That's
He's playing a mouse
Crimson.
folk.
Hold on.
Awesome.
He's playing a mouse folk
Hold on.
warden.
Crimson Fox is
Jacob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my old
Okay,
ASM.
Yeah,
So
Wes
far
just
we
added
have
them in.
a Malfolk, a Minotaur, Fairy, and Matt as a giant tree.
What on earth? That sounds like-
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you about my character, right? Okay. So I'm a mandrake, right? Which is not as big as a tree ant.
Okay, Mandrake. Okay, yeah.
But they get about like 7 feet, give or take, right? So I'm just a big ass tree person. And over the centuries of my life, right, my people have been slaughtered and massacred for their wood. Okay?
Thick
So
one.
I took up the dark arts of necromancy to raise human bodies from the dead and use them as my minions.
So I have a character like the opposite of that. I'm like a forest spirit, but like learned language and controlled language to like make it come to life.
But But I'm a tree necromancer.
Yeah,
I'm a necro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It was like, it was a interesting
You're
dynamic.
a neck grower.
But
Grower, not shower.
But
no, I'm reading the D&D Discord, and he just told us what our start off is gonna be like.
I'm playing a.
Wait,
No, he's not gonna do the way I wanted it.
How are you fitting the Joe though?
I'm only 7 foot, dog. Chill.
We're starting in a. Oh no.
He's 8 foot on Tinder.
I am tender.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
I'm
man,
playing
I haven't played D&D
So
since.
Saints didn't like actually give us a thing though. You know,
Yeah, he
he
didn't.
just kind of avoided the question.
Give
not
us
brush over
insight.
I mean, honestly, I might just do a drow.
Okay. True.
Cause I'm not really like newbie with it, but they're like kind of the dark elves of D&D basically.
Have you looked at the homebrew races?
Yeah, but they're not really helpful. Cause you don't really know what you're looking at.
What are you fucking talking about? They
I
literally give you a picture of what they
love
are.
looking at homebrew stuff. I have like a
are you talking
Google
about?
doc that has like
Bro,
lists and lists.
You should be you should be a Japetan. A Japetan blood cleric.
What does that mean?
It's like a stuffed animal, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Geppetto,
Here,
I
hold
thought
on,
of
I'm gonna-
Geppetto from fucking like
Here, I'm gonna drop a picture in the Discord real quick.
from
Hold
like
Be
Pinocchio
on
and
your
shit.
screen right now.
Why you bully me?
on. Do what?
Why you bully me?
Why you bully me?
Why you bullying me?
That's an ent. I love ents. Ents are cool.
I definitely didn't put that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness! Look how
It's a Japan.
cute. Oh my god!
God.
Actually,
You should totally be a Japan.
Bro, he's Cone from Bleach.
I have something related. My best friend decided to be a stuffed animal who was possessed, and he was my stuffed animal, and I was some kind of cleric. So we like worked together. It was such a cool dynamic. Like he was like my little stuffed animal, and I'd like throw him at people, and he would like murder people.
It got dark real
It
quick.
was the best.
What the?
It's
fuck?
D&D. What do you expect?
I haven't
know.
played D&D since
Mine is all rainbows and sunshine.
Well, I guess technically he didn't really murder
Guy's
people because
a
I was kind
fucking
of
fairy, dude.
pacifist.
Yeah, I'm playing a fairy. I'm playing a College of Swords fairy.
Oh goodness.
But now that I'm looking at Valda Spire of Secrets, I might actually go a different college. I might go College of Graffiti Fairy Bard. It'd just be this little fucking fairy that just draws on shit that ends up hurting people.
Oh.
fucking Jet Set Radio.
There's also
Yeah.
this College of Romance, and I almost want to know what a fairy trying to seduce all these much bigger creatures could be like.
You can seduce me, big boy.
Oh,
I've already
I would
decided that I'm
imagine
just gonna
from
be
Fairy
sitting on
Tail.
your tree the entire campaign. I'm just gonna be sitting on this tree.
Am I,
shoulder.
if everyone plays small characters and I play the only fucking big character, you can
Bro,
literally do that. The whole
We have a-
fucking
we have
the
a
whole
mouse
group
folk,
can literally
a
just ride on
fairy,
me.
and a
You're
stuffed
like a
teddy
giant
bear.
bodyguard.
Yeah,
A
that
mouse
summons
folk, a
dead
teddy
bodies.
bear, and a fairy.
Yeah, dude, literally. Okay, yeah, mouse folk, a fucking fairy, and yeah, if Saints plays a
Teddy bear.
teddy bear. Oh wait,
I'll be
Ryan.
a
What is?
figure and
Hold
what
on.
you do.
No, Ryan also is gonna be a big guy.
What is he?
Um,
Bro, that's basically just playing a necromancer
Not
group.
that tall though.
he's a fucking minotaur.
Playing a minotaur?
What do you mean he's not that big?
He's
He's
on your
probably like a
shoulder
foot
size.
shorter than me.
He's 5'11".
He's not that big.
Did he
I was-
decide on his height?
Aren't minotaurs supposed to be like 7 to 8 feet tall? Like,
Yeah, he's
No.
like he should be roughly the same height as
I
me.
thought it was like
Yeah.
not. Alright, minotaurs, large creatures.
they can get pretty large. Like, I think.
I mean, it's really up to Wes how big he lets him be. Like I even
Yeah.
asked Wes
Fair.
beforehand, like how big can I be as a tree? Because I was gonna be like, fucking like, I was gonna be like 14, 15 feet with dead bodies hanging from my fucking limbs, dog.
What?
Like I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
make it brutal. Like it was gonna be dope.
Dog shit get hit.
But then Wes was like, "Yeah, no, the max is like 7 foot, dude." And I was like, "Damn it."
He asked how big he can be. I'm asking how small I can be.
You can fit in my trunk.
I'm trying to fit in somebody's trunk, if you know what I mean.
Just gonna crawl inside.
It's a
Man,
little warm in here.
We got way off topic, huh?
All right, I got it, boys. Right,
That's right, we're the blooper reel.
right here, boys. That's it.
So, do you remember where you guys were like,
Fucking Ewok.
Caius, the first thing that popped in my
Run that by
head
him.
about your, was it, being so small and trying to seduce, like, super big people and everything? First thing that popped in my head was King and Diane from fucking, Seven Deadly Sins.
I love that. Their love story is just, I swear to God.
But
They're
like,
Tony's favorite couple.
but like,
Has
what I'm
anybody else
thinking,
finished the manga?
but what, like, what,
No.
Oh, I finished it. I've been finished since like they finished. I was reading it weekly, and they fucking finished it, and it's so good, but it's so sad, but it's so good.
No.
It's not. I don't mean specifically
Like a-
to like.
okay,
the
like a
ending.
bad-
I just-
okay.
Yeah, that's like it. Like they're like you obviously are gonna expect sad moments because it is the end of. I don't
It
mean
does-
towards
it's-
the end of King.
It's
I'll
surprising
promise
how
Listen.
you that
good the sad
they
moments
enjoy
are.
themselves.
I'm,
They
enjoy
They
themselves.
the new King activated. Size
listen,
difference.
let's be honest though, I can't watch Seven Deadly Sins since like fucking Escanor, like after like
Stop.
yeah.
I need you to stop. I'll fight your ass.
Why? What do you fucking mean? Escanor was like the best part of that whole show to me. All right.
Oh, bro,
man.
he asked me
That
how
was
small
so
I
funny.
was thinking. Like
Like-
2 inches?
My tree penis.
Nah, I'll go solid average. 5 inches. Can I go 5 inches?
I mean, what are you, fucking Tinkerbell, dog?
On a ferry, like is same size as
Yeah,
you.
I'm just trying to make sure I can,
Listen, man.
feel it.
Very small people literally have like, you know, big, third
I look
place.
up
guys.
fairy height, and I get
Guys,
Pokemon.
you remember
Tallest
when
and
I
shortest
said
fairy type.
you remember when I said earlier this week that D&D could take up an entire podcast episode?
Are we ready to move on to the next topic?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest.
From Aubrey.
No. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't played D&D.
You haven't done-
Hold on, I haven't
Since,
played
like-
it
since,
since
high
like,
school, dude. Yeah.
high school. But like, I'm a tabletop kind of guy. I don't do the listen, man. I got the graph paper down. I got the popsicle sticks and the rocks and the painted figures and all that shit.
Yeah, that's me though too.
Like that, I
mean,
was
that's-
hardcore into that shit. That's what it was. Like, our campaigns were not like, our campaigns were once a month, and it was
Once
the
a
same.
month?
Hold on, no, for 3 days straight.
Okay.
We wake up, D&D. We go to sleep, D&D. We were up until like
What a
3,
fucking
4
nerd.
o'clock in the morning. Go to bed,
We wake
and
up
we get
again,
up at like
still
8
have no
o'clock in the morning.
friends.
Yeah, you know that ain't fucking true. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you fucking
But like,
weirdo.
but like, it was once a month, and it was the same fucking campaign. He literally, like, the dude, he was like 60 fucking years old, man. And this dude was like,
What?
always coming up with something new, constantly. Like, he was on the ball. Like, we
Yeah, well,
never
when
had to
you're-
make
when you're
new
ancient,
characters.
When you're ancient, you have a lot to draw from, dude.
Ancient. You have so much history.
No, well, I
I'm
mean,
just-
yeah, he kept
I'm just
pulling in
saying,
all new shit
Little
into our first
questionable why
generation.
60-some-year-old dudes playing D&D with high schoolers.
What were you, 12?
Actually, no. He was Seth Kozaros's. Do you remember? Like, he was his
yeah.
dad's. Okay, so he was his dad's best friend who was in the fucking FBI, has like killed multiple people and all this shit. And
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
yeah, and he's like, I just want to enjoy my life now. So, and I love D&D. So,
That doesn't make it any less weird.
I mean, listen, man. Dude's like, listen, I can kill you in like a
Oh,
million
okay.
different ways. You want to play D&D? I'm like, yes, please.
I'm just saying, let's see you or me roll up to the high school and try to play D&D with some high schoolers.
Hey kids, you want to play some D&D?
I got D&D in
That
the back of
means-
the truck.
All right. So
I've
we're
got
gonna
a
move on.
table in the bed.
So,
You want to see my flatbed? Anyways,
so today is Friday. We're recording,
You have a-
and The Witcher had come out today. The new season 2. I know a lot of my friends and even myself started to rewatch the first season to kind of catch up back again. Like, or not catch up, but like, what's the word? Refresh our memories.
that's why they make synopsis.
Facts.
I
They
hate
literally
synopsises.
give you like a refresher at the beginning. Just saying.
Yeah, I hate those so much. So garbage. Such a waste of time.
What?
You're literally rewatching the first season. and you're gonna
Yes,
say
I'd rather
this?
rewatch the
What?
first season than
What?
like waste time on a synopsis that could add cooler stuff to the episode.
That's the
Gonna
most
waste my
ass
time.
backward shit I've ever heard.
I hate it so
Let me
much.
watch this 5-minute synopsis, or
Let's have a 5-minute synopsis and then have another 5-minute intro. Holy shit.
let's watch an
waste
8-hour
everyone's time.
recap. I'm just gonna watch this brief 8-hour recap of the entire season.
I like to take everything in and analyze every single detail.
We know.
I'm gonna watch Arcane like 2 more times.
Jesus Christ. So I'm like the only degenerate
Yeah,
here that
you're
watched
only
the
you're
entire
only
season, right?
Yeah.
Really weird out.
I don't like Henry Cavill, so that's why I
Oh
haven't
my
even watched
god,
it. So
dude! Shut the
Daddy.
fuck up!
I'm sorry.
Everyone cries. Henry Cavill. He was literally the best pick for 2 reasons. 2 reasons alone. One, he looks good in the outfit. The only thing that doesn't fit is the
Is
butt
his
chin.
butt chin.
I can get over that. I can literally get over that because he looks hot as fuck. Okay.
Yeah,
I ain't
he's-
gay, but
I
I'd go to
love his
town.
silver hair. Just
But the second thing that makes him perfect for the role is he fucking understands the content. He plays the games. He's read the books. Literally,
Mhm.
I watched an interview with the girl who plays Siri, right? And she was like, "Oh yeah, dude, he's great. It's like having a fucking Witcher encyclopedia on set."
Oh, I know.
She literally is like, "Yeah, we'll be in the middle of a scene," and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you should use this line from this part of this book on this page," and she's like, "It's crazy. It's crazy how much he knows."
Well,
Which makes him
he got a
which makes him
copy
perfect.
of The Witcher. He got a special copy of Witcher 3 from CD Projekt Red when he was cast for the role.
Like he is.
oh, he
he
got
is-
this though. The yeah.
Well,
Yes,
he
he did.
immersed himself. He did what a great actor would do, or somebody who wants to actually portray the role properly.
That's the thing. He didn't do it because he wanted to play fucking Geralt. He did it before he even knew about it. The dude's a gamer. Bro, he was literally almost late to his interview for fucking Superman because he was rating in WoW. Like the dude
Yeah, I heard
is
about
literally he's a fucking massive nerd when it comes to like video games.
I
and,
think
like,
that's such an amazing thing when an actor is so immersed in the culture, he's
Yeah.
able to like
Look-
understand.
yeah, look at the dude who was in Spartacus. He fucking plays D&D. Like when you have these massive like, you know, people who are like built jockey looking dudes, and you're like, oh, that guy wouldn't fucking play D&D, and then it's like, bitch, I have a dungeon in my house for D&D, which he actually does. I don't know about Henry Cavill, but I know the dude who played in Spartacus does.
I'm just excited about the dungeon in his house.
Yeah, no, he literally remodeled a room in his house to look like a dungeon for D&D.
Whip me! Make it real!
But yeah, no, I'm not gonna like go into too much detail on the season. I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody who's gonna watch it. It is phenomenal.
I've heard it's a lot more
highly-
linear.
Well, yeah, because the first season was setting up for the second season.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like apparently there's less flashbacking or timeline
There was
backtracking
really no
and everything.
There was really no flashbacking in the first season. It was just you were watching several timelines.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, sorry,
Well,
I consider it as
I-
like a flashback.
I feel like the second season like really shouldn't, because like they've already done
Yeah,
that. Like
they've established. They've brought the 3 characters that you're seeing these flashbacks and these timelines for together
all
at
come
the end of the
together
first
finally,
season.
yeah.
Therefore, why the fuck would they do it in the second season?
I don't know. I just
Like,
heard
if-
that was a good point. I'm
If
just
there was
telling
another
you.
character maybe
No,
that
no,
they're
no.
adding, maybe that would be kind of cool to see, like the dynamics. But like, I think it's fine
Yeah,
if they don't. They shouldn't do that.
But no, they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, which I'm saying. Okay.
It's a pretty solid linear story.
The series better, right?
When you watch the last episode, it's not important to the season, but watch past the credits. There's
an after credit scene.
No, not a scene. It's a trailer for something.
Huh.
Honestly, it's not even really a spoiler for the show. But I don't.
Is it like another show itself, like from The Witcher, or?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like it's a spin-off.
So it's kind of like what the Mandalorian did, like a Mandalorian going to
Kinda,
Boba Fett.
yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I'm kind of like enjoying that kind of style.
Yeah, I don't want to like spoil anything because it is like some pretty big story. If you're familiar with like the lore of The Witcher, it's some pretty important story stuff.
I definitely wanted to get playing it though. So.
Well, okay, so Kira, have you ever read the books compared to the games, or have you just played games?
I've just really been immersed more in the games. I haven't really been in the books as much.
So when the games start, the games weren't even supposed to be a thing originally. The writer of the books killed Geralt at the end. Like he died. Okay, he straight up died. He was killed. But they redacted that with the games and was like, "Hey, listen, instead of dying, he just went into a coma." So like you spend a lot of time he spends a lot of time trying to figure out who he is and shit. And like Triss and Yennefer and all them keep showing up and fucking with the dude. He's like, dude, I'm just trying to live my life. I'm trying to figure out some things. So what they do is they know that he has amnesia and shit. And they use that against him as a weapon to do the things that they want done. Even though they do care. I think Yennefer actually does love him. I think Triss was mostly using him in the games. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, I mean it's really good. Like I really love the games. The games are great. But even the writer of the book was like, listen, I don't want anything to do with this because he was dead in my story. So like the writer has nothing, like the author of the book has nothing to do with the games now, which really sucks for him, man. Dude, he lost out on a lot of money, but I mean, but like also like I guess he hasn't really lost out on a lot of money because like, Matt, where is it at? Is it Sweden? It's somewhere.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Where the author is that wrote it, because there's an actual holiday. There's a Witcher holiday. Like everybody gets a day off for The Witcher. Literally, not even joking. I think it's Sweden. I think it is. But anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you've done the books or if you've like only strictly played the games.
I've like of any kind of series like I've done that is like either like I've read a few of the Halo books.
Oh,
so Halo's the only one. I know. I was so disappointed you guys talked about the new Halo game too. I guess did you? Yeah.
So Matt hasn't been playing it because he was pissed off over the fact that we couldn't play it together, which I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pissed about because like when it's games that we both really like that kind of thing.
Not pissed enough to not play it.
Oh, you've been playing it? Look at you! You literally bitched and said you weren't going to.
No, I'm saying you weren't pissed off.
Oh no! I gotta go. I gotta do it.
I can't wait the few months until it comes out for co-op.
No!
My name's Aubrey. I'm a bad friend.
But you know who I'm gonna play. You know who I'm gonna play Legendary with, obviously though. Like,
not me, motherfucker. I ain't
yeah,
playing
you're
with
right.
You.
You're right.
Bitch.
You're gonna play it.
Hey, yo, Kaius, you want to play Halo together with a co-op?
Fuck you.
I got you.
Hell yeah, baby, let's go.
I'll wait till co-op.
See, no, that's friendship.
See, yeah, dude, real friend right there.
If it wouldn't ruin the podcast, I'd fucking leave right now and then come back.
It might actually make it better.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, good show.
Fucking hate you.
Bro, for a moment, our like-dislike ratio was absurd.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. You got so many more likes those few seconds you were out.
Now they're all dislikes.
Yeah.
Like, you.
Yeah, no. So back on topic. The Witcher,
Witcher.
fucking phenomenal. Okay, let me tell you, Daddy looks good in his new suit. Okay.
Okay, see, I'm gonna have to watch the first episode tonight then, because, oof.
You don't see him in his new armor until like episode 2 or 3.
Okay, so I'll have to watch like 3 episodes then.
So
Yeah.
so what she's saying is
100%.
what she's saying is she's gonna be watching it and her toys are gonna be over right next to her or to the right.
So
Actually left, but it's
Oh,
fine.
okay. I'm sorry.
Siri is she looks phenomenal. Okay. I don't know if this is a spoiler. I don't remember if he was in the first season or not.
What's the name?
It's a big character.
It might
so,
be a spoiler then, yeah.
yeah, it's a big character, so I don't want to.
Hold on. So let me ask: Is it so? This isn't a
Dude.
continuation though. Like
Bard Daddy.
Alright, Debbie.
Bruh,
You know what's sad?
listen, right? He has a shirtless scene, and listen, I did not expect this man to have the body that he has.
Really?
I was like, wait, what?
Literally, when the like, I'm gonna be real. I don't like that character at all.
What?
Do you not want to toss a coin to your Witcher?
I'll toss it to a coin to the Witcher, but not to the Bard.
What?
Pay
Bro,
the
he's
man.
The best part. He's the best part of the first season. What do you mean?
I don't like. I like the song, but like him as a character, I was like, I don't really. He's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's his thing.
I
Have
know.
you never met a bard ever?
Yeah, right.
They're all annoying as shit.
True.
No, he definitely he's pretty cool in the new season.
Okay. See now, I'm a little
He's still kind of like he's still that like useless character.
See, that's why I don't like him.
But like,
But boy, can
that's
he
his-
throw down some jams.
That's his charm. Yeah, he can fucking he can jam.
He's like, listen, you need some battle music? I got you.
No, there's a lot of cool shit that happens. You see a lot of cool shit go down. They set up for obviously a season 3.
Well, it's doing so well. I wouldn't imagine why they wouldn't stop it.
I called the ending of the season, like literally like 2 episodes before it happened. I was like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. And then the ending comes, and I'm like, yeah, I was right. But yeah, no, it's really good. I highly recommend. If you watch the first season and you enjoyed it, you'll love the second season. Probably more.
Okay, so
There's a lot more, like, you see a lot more monsters than you did in the first one.
Is it a
Ooh.
continuation though?
It's
of-
less about like people being monsters this time and more about like actual fucking monsters.
Is it a continuation of the games or anything? I would assume not
No.
because of the fact that
They
you
are
literally
not,
see
they are
them.
not hand in hand.
Okay,
They are not hand in hand. They
So-
follow their own stories, their own thing.
so this has no continuity of like the book either though.
No.
Jesus
It probably
Christ.
follows the book more closely than it does the game.
Okay. Okay, because I was gonna say if you've read the books, then you know how it'll end. So
Listen. What is okay? Let me ask you this: what is your issue with Henry Cavill being Geralt?
I just don't like Henry Cavill.
Is it just the butt chin?
No, it's
What do you
just
mean you don't like him? What do you
I
not
don't like
like
him.
about
I
him?
didn't even like him as Superman.
I mean, I can agree with that. I didn't think. I think
well, see, when I first
he's the
watched
better
Witcher,
of the Supermans, but he's also still not like a good Superman.
I was
like,
like, why
I
is
just-
Superman being the Witcher? Like, this is so bad. And then I finally watched it. I'm like, okay, I know why now.
Yeah, then you see him in the outfit and the costume and makeup, and you're like, oh, he's fucking good as
Yeah, and then you
Geralt.
see him when he's not in his costume, and you're like, wow, I want to just be
Put it
all
back.
over him.
Put it back on.
What?
Put it back on. Put the outfit back on, Henry.
No, leave it off. It's fine.
Give me both. I don't care. Listen,
Both
man.
at the same time.
Listen, listen. Every straight male and probably every straight female has like a list of who they would go gay for.
Ryan
I'm
Reynolds.
telling you, Ryan Reynolds is at the top of
I
every
hear
Ryan
it
dude's
all
Reynolds
the
is
time.
fucking-
It's so
oh my God.
weird.
No, Ryan Reynolds is number 1 on every dude's list, right?
Didn't you guys
But
talk
Hen-
about this last episode?
There's no way. No,
I don't think so. But no, Henry Cavill, dude, he is 100% number 2 for me. That man,
Number
Whew.
2.
if he's wearing the Geralt outfit, I'm down. I'm in. We going. It's happening.
All right, so
I'll toss a couple coins to my motherfucker with you.
and a salad. Anyways, next topic.
Okay, so our next topic is a little bit different. I decided I wanted to get each of your opinions on what future technology do you predict will come out, will come to fruition in the next 50 years.
Fuck dolls.
So this is a little bit biased.
You know, like you mean like AI robots?
He's
like,
not wrong.
prostitutes?
Dude, 100%. There's gonna be a box, right? They're just gonna make a box in the future that you stick your dick in, and it has like a screen on it that you just type in your porn video, and then it just does it.
Oh, what is that? There's actually technology.
There's stuff. Yeah, but I'm saying like it's gonna be more like it's gonna be more realistic, right? And then there's gonna be like different models that you can get.
Like,
some of them
no
are gonna be like actual dolls.
I've seen like there's a box with a mouth on it, and there's another box like on the other side of the world with another mouth on it. And if one person, it's the real thing. It's a pretty much a kissing machine. You can kiss someone on the other side of the world.
Bro, there's literal sex toys like that. There's a dildo that you can get. No, I kid you not. Like, I'm not even fucking playing. There's like these things that you make like so you and your significant other make like a fleshlight and a dildo out of and then like say they're across the country, and you guys are like, oh, sexy time, and then you use them at the same time. It's like you actually, it's crazy.
I feel like that's kind of romantic in a way. Like,
it's still kind of weird though.
It is like romantic but weird.
It's like borderline foursome. So we're gonna have some cool cars in the future too, though.
Cool cars.
Well, no.
Well.
So I mean, isn't there a nano? Isn't there currently?
Please get off the topic of sex dolls, please.
No,
Please.
I am.
Can we move along? Okay.
What I was saying is, isn't there a nano machine that basically now? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense though. Like a robot should be able to build another robot. We already do that as it is.
Well, I think last I heard of like nano stuff is that they're having trouble with like the battery power and sustaining its energy. Because they're so small. Can't really hold a charge.
Photosynthesis done.
Photosynthesis.
Oh, that's called solar power.
Yeah, photosynthesis. I mean,
essentially photosynthesis for electronics. Yeah.
Okay, so look at where we are now, though. Like, we are getting into nanotech, slightly here and there. I mean, unfortunately, everything's revolving around like social medias and shit. But but like that's like the biggest developments out there. It's like, oh my god, look, I can post a Snapchat. I mean, I can post a selfie on 5 platforms at once. Yeah, but it's like, you look at where we are now with technology, the vehicles we use now. Where they're trying to go with green and everything. But compared to when we were really starting, like. At one point, there was some dude that was sitting there. I'm going to do it in Australia, by the way. He's like, right there's a horse. It's going to kick me in the fucking face. I'm going to ride him. And it's like, there was a dude that literally was like, dude, I'm going to use this animal with a mind of its own. I'm going to hop on it and transportation. Yeah, right? What? Transportation. But then later on, you have like vehicles, right? Like when they were coming out with the Model T, things like that. Dude, think about this. They were giving not licenses, because they didn't have that shit back then. They were literally selling cars to people who didn't know how to drive this shit. So they're just like, hey, check me out. Oh, I'm driving right now. And driving all down the road and just smacks into a little old lady, and it's just a regular Tuesday for these motherfuckers. I mean, granted, they were only going like what?
5 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, I'll give them like 15 miles an hour. But like, give them like 8.
There's no way.
Meet me in the middle.
Right.
7.
Wait, what?
7.5. So like just talking about like how far we've gone.
Technology has come.
Wait,
like,
are you saying the Model T only went like 5 miles an hour? Because
no, it was it was like 15 or 20.
Bro,
there's no way at 45. That's bullshit.
Bro, it was a motor.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna look this up.
The Model T, like 100% could go faster than
Basically, what I'm saying though, basically what I'm saying is
40 miles per hour.
you look at technology from where it began and where we're at now. Like, I mean, I still feel like we're behind as a species. Like, we should about no, dude. At one point,
I totally believe.
Dolphins ain't got no spaceship, motherfucker.
They don't got hands.
Behind your relation anyway.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? We're behind as a species. Are you stupid? What other species is there for us to be behind?
I don't know, man. The aliens. All right.
Okay. You mean motherfuckers that ain't even in our like galaxy?
No, they were. All right. Listen, pyramids.
They were.
No, dude, you're cracked out if you think like we're behind technologically.
I don't think we're at where we could be.
Bro, when was our industrial revolution?
Really late.
Shut the fuck up, dude. What is this, Civ 6?
Later.
Stupid ass.
Fucking later than it should have been. All right.
Like, fucking. Oh man, no. We've advanced technologically so much in the past fucking 30 years, dude. Like, you're ridiculous.
I think the last 10 was massive.
10? No, definitely the last like 30 years was massive. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you think about it, like it can't even be 10 because, like, okay, so when we were kids, or even like I think even when our parents were kids and shit, they had compact discs, but they were only using it for government use and everything. But later on, it became an actual thing.
I am 28 years old, right? I have seen phones. Shut the fuck. I've seen phones go from being on the wall, nobody having cell phones except for rich motherfuckers.
Yeah.
To me having a fucking computer in my pocket, my guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Not just 10 though.
It's been like the last 30 years. We've skyrocketed technologically.
I can attest. I'm 30 years old.
I mean, as am I. Anybody that might watch this, they might be all like, "What's a Walkman?"
Like having a fucking screen in your car was
If you're wondering what a
unheard
Walkman
of,
is, you're too
you know?
young to be
And now
watching
you have
this.
now you have Teslas that have TVs in them, basically.
Yo, they're
Fucking
putting like video consoles in them too, video game consoles in them. And
What
Teslas
is-
now.
What is the
Like,
Okay.
what is
so
the need
cool.
for that though? Like, what is the actual need for that in the center of your console though?
Bitch,
like, I get it if it's
bitch, I
in the
got
back of the
auto
seat.
drive.
They can drive themselves.
Bitch,
now,
I
you
got
know, right?
auto drive. Like, I'm gonna be gaming while my car's taking work.
Yeah, you can watch it while your car is charging up in the charging port, or whatever.
You can watch these nuts while charging the
That's
charging
so
port too, bitch.
Yeah. I'll be playing Witcher 4 while going through the Sheets drive-through.
Facts, dude. Go get my Mozzie sticks, baby. Yo, speaking of food, I'm pretty full.
You don't even order your car orders it for you.
Bro, I wish.
Have they, if I remember, or if anybody knows, haven't they been testing molecular transfer or whatever, where like, what is it, or matter transfer? There you go. Where like teleportation, basically. Like, haven't they been trying it, but then it comes out? So like just an object or like an animal or something where they try to like teleport it, but it keeps coming out like wrong or something like that.
Actually, I do remember something like a year or two ago they were doing that with like pretty much like just a few atoms. They tried to do that, and I don't think it did very well. I don't remember it being very. I think it was a flop. I don't think our technology is like to that point.
I don't know. We can smash two atoms together and we can make miniature black holes, right? Is that like, wasn't that like a thing also?
We can smash atoms together, which is pretty easy, honestly. Making miniature black holes, I think do they?
I think
Yeah,
they
they've
did it
done
like twice now.
Yeah, they've done it.
Okay.
But they weren't able to get them to
stabilize basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they,
Well, like I think at that size, they're pretty unstable. Probably like only exist for like a few nanoseconds.
yeah, they basically just dissipate on their own.
I'm just gonna
I
be
know.
honest. The Jetsons has lied to me. Okay, we were supposed to be in flying cars.
Stupid ass.
Well,
Actually,
I think there's a conspiracy behind that.
The Jetsons doesn't take place for like another like 40 years, my guy. Because the dad's supposed to be born this year.
All right, so in 40 years, then that means I better have a
40
fucking flying car. You
So I think
just
there's
told me.
Like I said, I think there's a conspiracy behind that. Like people don't want the general public to have flying cars because then you can
Yeah, you motherfuckers can't.
I mean,
drive
no,
as-
obviously.
fly anywhere and like pretty much.
No, I get that, right?
If you're like a terrorist, you can just like fly into a building or something.
Yeah, and I totally get that because also, like I said, think about like the Model T where like everybody was fucking driving them, didn't know how to fucking drive them, runs over little old ladies and shit.
No,
But then like the same thing with like a flying car. It's like, hey, I just bought this, and then they just start running into everybody.
Like
or
I definitely
dive
that'd be
bombing.
so cool, but I think the technology we have wouldn't really permit for anything productive. I feel like we need to like have a new kind of propulsion system in
Iron-
place instead of like
Iron Man, I
What?
got you.
Iron Man. Yeah.
The first day they get an Iron Man suit, I'm selling all my kids. I'm gonna get a fucking suit. I will get a fucking Iron Man suit.
Bold of you to assume anybody wants them.
eBay.
All right, I'm fucking selling you then. There's a lot of you. I'll sell you.
Bold of you to assume anybody wants me. Shit.
How
Listen,
much?
there's people out there with fetishes.
There's the black. I know. Oh, I know plenty of people.
Oh, there you go. I got buyers, baby.
Alright, Matt, how much you worth?
Stay the fuck away from me.
Oh my god. Okay, send me your address. I'll be there in a few days.
What's your next topic here?
Okay, so the next topic is because I did watch the movie and
We can skip this topic. Honestly, nobody cares about this fucking topic. Nobody cares about
Sonic
this fucking
2
topic.
movie.
This topic's so dumb.
Oh, I haven't seen the trailer for the second one, but I'll be
It's
real.
so good.
All I know is that they know their way, my brother.
So if anybody remembers it released, the movie released on Valentine's Day, right? So
release
me
my
and
Valentine and
two
you.
of my so me and
Whoa. Okay.
me and two of my other single buddies on the Valentine's Day
So
went
all of
and
your
got
friends got you.
fucking my math up. I said two of them. All right, the other ones were too single to leave the house. We went and got fucking high as fuck in the mall parking lot, and then went and saw it and geeked our shit at it. So that is the only reason why I'm excited for the second movie, just because
you're
I
gonna
think
do
it's
the
a
same
funny
thing
to
again?
watch when you're high. Oh, damn right.
I'm excited just because like I fucking love Jim Carrey, and when Jim Carrey started doing the movie as Robotnik, he's like, I didn't know anything about the character, but I knew I had to become a genius that's more intelligent than anybody else. So it only took me a week. I'm like, shit, man. But like him being Robotnik, like I feel like you didn't really get like a backstory kind of thing or like really in depth with like Robotnik. All you really know is like he's just an asshole that hates hedgehogs and anything that's like awesome and has awesome powers. And I mean he's a genius, you know. But like I love Jim Carrey, and the fact that like his Robotnik like really resonates with me. I'm like, dude, he's fucking great.
It was just Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey.
Exactly. But like also let's talk about the fact that Knuckles is in there, you know.
Knuckles from the big screen.
Yeah.
He knows their way, my brother.
Do I look like I need your
so
powers?
excited for that. I'm
They're
curious
going
if
to
they're gonna
totally do
meme. If they're gonna
They
add
have
like
to.
meme to it, they have to.
They
Like,
memed Sonic. They memed Sonic in the fucking movie. There's no way they're not gonna do it.
Bro, he's gonna turn Knuckles onto his side and be like, I know the way, my brother.
And Oh, bro.
Oh,
I
man.
hope so
I will
bad.
cry, dude. I will cry
No, because
laughing.
like I was expecting the Sonic movie to be bad, and I didn't expect it to be okay. Like I was.
Yeah, it was geeky as fuck. Like if the jokes didn't land as well as they did, it would have been so fucking terrible.
Because like I was surprised that like there was some emotion
had
in
they
it.
not
like,
remodeled his fucking character, it would have been terrible.
oh yeah, I'm so glad they
God.
listened to everybody.
I mean that was kind of like good on the studio side of everything, also like taking care of the fans and all.
Yeah, getting bullied.
I mean, I wouldn't say they got bullied. The people told them exactly what was going to happen. Nobody was going to go see it if they changed the model, and so they were like, "Oh shit, okay."
They
And
did
then
it.
They changed the model, and what happened? The people came through. Literally, people were like, "Bro, even if you don't want to go see the movie, go see it simply because they listened."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
The fan service
like,
is good.
I literally
sometimes great.
So I'm like, listen, I sail the high seas, dog. I will pirate. I will fucking whatever. I paid to watch that movie solely because I was like, they did what the fans wanted.
So here's the question: are you guys going to watch the Mario movie?
Fuck
Yes.
no, I'm not. As
What's
long
the-
as it, well, hold on. As long as it doesn't look like the 1980s one or whatever.
Yo, that one was good.
It's a Mia from Brooklyn.
Oh my god.
Hey Saints,
Yeah.
I'll fucking ban you from this Discord.
For what?
Tobey Maguire is not the best Spider-Man. I'm so sick of people saying.
All right.
I don't like Tobey
All
Maguire,
right.
so there you go.
It's time for debate, boys.
I will fucking literally throw.
All right.
Is he the
In the middle,
okay?
right?
Okay, is he the
In the
best
middle.
Spider? Is he the best Spider-Man? Yes. Is he the best fucking Peter Parker? Hell
Fuck
no.
no. Little
You mean
emo
the
ass
right?
Talking about
bitch.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is the best in. Hello, cat. We hear you.
Sorry.
Okay. Tom Holland is the best encompassment of what Spider-Man and Peter Parker is. Okay. Anybody who says differently clearly does not understand the character.
You ever see that big walking thing on Star Wars?
The AT-AT?
Yeah, the scene where they're trying to take down Ant-Man. And he
Yeah.
references that shit, but he doesn't he doesn't know the name of it.
Yeah, because he's a fucking child.
And it's great.
It's literally Peter Parker.
I know. That's what I'm referencing.
Now, Andrew Garfield played the best Peter Parker. Fight me.
What?
Okay. I think we're gonna move on.
No, okay, hold on.
Hold
Hold on, real fast, just 1 second. I loved Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man just because of the fact that he had so much passion about it. Dude literally wanted to play Spider-Man when he was a kid. And then he grows up, gets to be Spider-Man, and did the same thing Ryan Reynolds did. But I mean, he was crying when he got it, but he literally stole his suit just like Ryan Reynolds did. Like
Well, here's
his
the
Deadpool
problem. Here's the problem with him playing Spider-Man, okay? He dropped Gwen.
one. What a bitch.
I mean, they could have done it dirty. They could have done it dirty like in the fucking comics where, you know, Hobgoblin throws Gwen Stacy off of a fucking Brooklyn Bridge, and he in an effort to save her, he shoots his web to catch her, thinking like, oh yeah, I'll just wrap this web around her waist, and then she'll hang there while I fight, you know, the Green Goblin. I don't know why I said Hobgoblin at first, but and then. So then, you know, in doing so, he just shoots the web, but he doesn't pay attention. So it wraps around her neck, and yeah, snap,
Choke me,
breaks her
daddy.
fucking neck, breaks her neck, and then the final scene of that fight is fucking Green Goblin, you know, flying off while, you know, he's holding her in his arms, fucking flying off, laughing, his like maniacal cackle laugh. God, man,
Okay.
the comics are so much better than the movies.
Now
dude.
you can go. Go ahead. Go.
Alrighty, so I guess this will be our last topic because it's getting late. So,
You're
did we talk
late.
about Elden Ring on the podcast yet? Or okay. So that's what I want to discuss: the new game, Elden Ring.
Not yet. I don't think.
And so,
Hold on,
I'm
has
gonna
it
fucking
launched?
play
it. No,
Okay.
January, February.
so it's coming out February.
Yeah, February.
Okay, that's exciting. Because I'm
Look at
definitely gonna
Steam.
download it. Yeah.
Look at Steam, you fucking
I
Neanderthals.
haven't been on Steam in a while. I've been.
I'm on it every day because I'm not poor.
Wait, what? Are you insinuating?
No, he just has no life.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah,
true.
makes more sense.
Now, if you have well, no, I'm always looking at the free games that people are dropping and shit. No, if you have like the Humble Monthly thing, you can actually get
the
Elden Ring
Humble
for like
Bundle.
15 bucks off. Yeah, it's fucking nice.
I feel like a lot of people are complaining about Elden Ring.
Why?
I think
Like,
people are
I
complaining
keep
because it's
hearing-
pushed back.
It hasn't even come out, dude. Who cares?
Mhm.
Did it get pushed
It's
back?
more so a fear of the AAA title or the state of AAA titles
It's
right
from
now.
it's fucking FromSoft though. Like, bro,
I
they've
think it's,
they have
but I
never
think-
let me down.
Yeah, but neither did CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, well, CD Projekt.
Yeah, and it got overhyped. It got overhyped, and that's what I think is gonna happen with Elden Ring. That's what I fear.
Yeah, well,
like Elden Ring dropped their
FromSoft
game-
also doesn't have to suck the dick of their fucking producers, because their producers literally are like, yeah, dude, take as long as you need, because they produce Game of the Year titles.
Hey,
Elden
Matt.
Ring will be fine. It got pushed back to fucking November. Oh wait, no, never mind. So yeah, it got pushed back to February. Yeah, no, Elden Ring's gonna be fine. I don't like people are probably just a little too scared because it's gonna be more open world than what they usually do.
And that's the second part of the topic is what do you guys think about like a lot of games moving toward being an open world setting?
I feel
Yeah, I love it.
I feel that they do it to give people the sense of content. Right? Like so the fact that it's
So-
like open world, like you
Here's the
literally
thing.
go
Here's the
anywhere.
thing. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Okay, so usually when people do an open world game, it's because there's not a lot of content in the game itself.
But it gives it the sense
So they
of,
Yeah, it gives you the sense of. So they spread a bunch of shit around.
i.e. Breath of the
in-
Wild.
Exactly. Breath of
I
the
was gonna
Wild
bring
was
that
like,
up,
yeah, Breath of the Wild is like the fucking god of open world, bullshit. So like I like open world games. I think they're great for what they are.
I think they lack. I
But-
think they lack content.
Yeah, I think they lack a story, because the problem with open world games is you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want, which takes away from like a story driven game. And if your game's supposed to be story and it's supposed to like have this this linear path that tells this story, but then you have a bunch of side quests and shit I can do. I'm the type of person who's like, ooh, side quest.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't go see the Greybeards
Free-
right away.
Free stuff. Like,
That's how last episode.
yeah, no, 100%. Like, bro,
Well,
me
no,
and
that was
me
on
and,
my stream.
me and Parton
Oh,
with
your
his
stream.
snacks.
That's right. Yeah, your stream. I'm
Me, like, no, legit. Me and Parton with his snacks didn't fucking throw down until like 45 hours into my fucking first playthrough of Skyrim.
I'm going to
Like-
go that free chest.
I waited for like a whole fucking like what was it? I played that shit for like
Mis-
8 months, and then I was like, all right, now it's time to do the story.
Yeah, no, like Mr. I'll do you in fucking literally got shit on because I'm sitting here in full fucking draconic armor. Like, yeah, all right. Like, what are you gonna do to me? you hit me with your fire blast. Oh no, I lost.
And I've already
lost
got
5
resistance
health.
set up on it. Like it's all maxed
I've
out.
I've lost 5 health. My turn to hit you back. Hits him with a fucking, Daedric fucking sword. One shots him.
Nah,
Like, oh,
dude, just go up and
okay.
punch him. Just punch him. At that point.
Fucking like that kind of like takes away from the main story, because like Alduin's supposed to be the big bad end game boss, right? But there's so much shit to do, and you get so overpowered by the time you get to him. You're like, wait, this was supposed to be the end of the game?
Oh yeah, most definitely, and that's why like I said, I feel like they do it because I think it's a lazy way to give content. Right now, don't get me wrong, I love open world games. Like right now, playing Halo, but am I literally seeing the same shit over and over again? Most definitely. And that's the same thing with fucking Skyrim. Your first interaction with a dragon was like, oh my god, a dragon! But then
here's the thing.
afterwards, it's
Here's the
like,
thing.
wow,
Here's the
what is
thing, though.
this?
Here's the thing. When I think open world done right, I think Skyrim, because there's the only thing that Skyrim did wrong is they didn't scale the fucking main story with
With
your
like,
leveling. Yeah.
gear. Yeah. So then I'm literally one shot in the final boss, which is stupid. But if they if they took Skyrim and took everything Skyrim has, and then the only thing that they changed was just scale the main story to match like your character, it would literally surpass any open world ever done. But it has so much side story content,
And
like,
also like
hundreds and hundreds of hours. So it is a open world game done right.
also you have like enchantments, you have all this crafting and shit. Like
Yeah,
I get it. Like
9,000 daggers.
yeah, so that
Well,
way I can
it's
get my
interesting.
my crafting up.
And Master Blacksmith can make you nice armor. All I've ever made is
Level 20 back in Blacksmith.
like, alright, dude. Fucking, I got you, dog. Don't worry, man.
And
Got
go
you in
ahead.
this armor.
Go ahead, Kira.
Because
Yeah,
like
go ahead,
you brought up Breath of the Wild, and when I first found out about it, I was really into like knowing what they were doing with it, and I was keeping up the whole time with like their development and all this stuff. And then when it finally came out, I was so excited, I was blinded. Like I had the nostalgia glasses on because like it was a Zelda game. So like when I beat it, it was kind of bittersweet because like the ending was kind of just really bad. But like when I like started to review it and was like, I noticed there's a lot of things in the game. There's a lot of mechanics in the game that you can tell that they wanted to build more upon, and they didn't. And if you look at a lot of the trailers before and a lot of the other pre-builds that they had, there was so much more in the game that they were developing that they just completely scrapped. Like, I remember them talking about how their dungeons were going to be like hours long, and then like the dungeon that they pretty much have is like I beat every single like the major quote unquote dungeons in like 20 minutes, and it was not enjoyable.
Well, that I think, you know what, if you go back, I think we've already like pushed on this before. It goes back to the companies funding it, or the deadlines, the backers, all that shit. Like it's like, shit, we got a timeline, we got to get it done by this amount of time. What can we do to slim it down? Or they'll be all like, listen, nobody wants to do a dungeon for an hour and a half, and then like we brought up about like DC and Marvel movies, is like they will sit there and do it as long as it stays interesting, as long as it's good and it's made well. And that's the whole thing. I will sit in a dungeon, like, bro, Caius and I literally were in a fucking Minecraft dungeon, and the only reason why we got done with it faster was because the gods that were watching us helped us spawn a lot faster and teleport us.
If I swear to God,
Very
the number
cute.
of times we fucking died. But part of it
But it was
also
quality.
We had explosions turned off. So we could walk into a fucking group of creepers and it would do nothing to us.
And we didn't mean to have explosions turned off.
Yeah, we didn't mean
It's
we
something.
Didn't mean to do that.
So there's something wrong with the colony setting where you can't have explosions in a colony, like, and it's because it's an anti-griefing thing. So the dungeon was set on the map as a colony area, so that way it can't be griefed and everything, and so it made it 10 times harder for us to do anything or do interactions with certain things. So that's what the problem was. But like, we wanted hours of content. We wanted to enjoy this dungeon for however long, and I think it only took us like 45 minutes or less. But I mean, like I said, as long as it's made with quality, people, will enjoy it.
You just do good. You just do good.
There you go.
Cool. So, let's get to the last topic since fuck it, right?
Do you have enough
That
time for
was the
topic,
last
or-
one.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about remakes.
Does everyone down for like talking a little bit more?
I mean, I don't care.
Or
It's just this will be a longer podcast episode. Whatever.
okay,
I
so,
can probably trim down some D&D
the
shit.
final last topic we
Facts.
have for tonight is, what show, movie, or game would you want to be remade?
None of them. Give me original IPs.
That's actually
fucking done!
very good.
Stop fucking doing
They're
remakes.
doing a lot of remakes lately.
All right, podcast is over.
That's it. That should literally be everybody's fucking consensus. Shut the fuck up. Stop sending me the same shit. Look, I've ate like fucking vanilla cake multiple times. I want French vanilla cake.
Hold up.
I just want to remake a Monster Rancher, but okay.
Oh my god, no, you're right. No, wait, hold on, wait. That's
So
a
I
good
was-
idea.
Up until they announced it in August, I would have told you to the end of the earth that Diamond and Pearl remakes is what with all the number of games that they've remaked for Pokemon, I would have said like if they were making remakes, I was gonna say Diamond and Pearl for sure. But they gave me what I wanted, so I can't bitch too much.
And they were booty cheeks.
They're not booty
What?
cheeks. You're just a
I'm sorry,
hater.
Straight up ass.
You hate on everything, so shut the fuck up.
Fuck. Diamond and Pearl.
Are great. Yeah, I know.
Imagine,
look,
imagine
I know
being
how
born
it's
in the
gonna end.
2000s.
So here's the problem. Here's the problem with remakes,
Okay.
but I guess I can't say shit because Final Fantasy VII. So like
Monster Rancher.
I-
remake, please.
I fucking loved Final Fantasy VII and the remake. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. Anyways, but apparently, what's his face? Fuck, I can't remember his name right now because anytime I need to remember a name, it's not there. But
Yeah, same thing.
yeah, right. The fucking creator, Final Fantasy VII, was like, listen, I actually really love Aerith, and I kind of don't want her to die. And then at the end of 7, they're like, haha, she's dead. But then, well, I guess it's like more than halfway through 7. But then, but like the remake, they're like, no, we can change this. So apparently, by what I'm finding out or what I've read is like, oh, has anybody played? Everybody knows what happens in Final Fantasy 7 remake, right? You know what? Fuck you if you don't. I don't care. So what happens is like, no, what happens is like Barrett dies, which doesn't happen in the original Final Fantasy 7, but like he gets killed by Sephiroth, I believe, and then like the Fates bring him back to life because they're like, no, this isn't Fate's design. You are not supposed to die. But then like you kill the Fates at the end of 7 remake. So apparently yeah, so apparently at the end of it, you kill the dudes that make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to. And so by what I've read is like Aerith might not die, and this might have like a multiverse kind of thing where it's a totally different ending.
I think that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally down for it. I don't give a fuck. Oh, bring back Zack. Oh yeah. Or Angeal. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who's next? I got my remake, so I'm good.
It's funny you said you in everything original IPs. And
No, that's true. So it can be original now because they killed the Fates, so it's not supposed to end the same way.
It changes
Original.
the story.
New story.
True. Saints, what would you?
Mine's not really a remake, but like, can we just please stop making Back to the Future movies? That'd be great.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, we don't need 15 of them, and we're not going to fucking space.
But family.
Olive Garden.
Bro, Olive Garden sounds smack right now.
Yo,
Stay
you know the real remake Matt's waiting for? Another Uno.
You know what? You know what Uno I don't lose in? That's
I'm
a
waiting.
lie. I still lose in the tabletop sim version. I'm so fucking dude. I have the worst RNG.
Yo, do you remember?
This
Bro,
motherfucker.
we need to play tabletop sim. Play some fucking board
I would
games and
love to
shit.
play Uno with you guys.
This motherfucker will sit there and be like, I'm the best at Uno. I'm gonna win.
Dude,
You
bro,
all will
bro.
suck my dick. And then he's like,
The
I fucking
physical-
hate this. Stop it.
The physical card game, I will shit on you in. But this digital RNG bullshit is not in my face.
Oh, man. Ugh.
I can see like Matt's resume, Master Uno champion.
God hates me. That's what it is.
You're hired.
I'm trying to play the main character of my life, and God being the DM is like, fuck you.
Oh.
And look at that. We end it with a full circle. How we
Full
started.
circle. Oh my goodness.
All right.
So
And-
I guess should I end it? Is this the end?
Yeah, go ahead. End us out. Take us out of here.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for coming, and anyone who's listening. It's been a very wonderful evening. This is the blooper reel. I love you all. I don't know how to end this. Good night. Just whatever. We'll see you next episode with Matt as our host.
So if you guys could be a giraffe or a buffalo, which one would you be?
I would definitely be a buffalo.
Wait, hold on. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I've seen a
we got
giraffe.
a buffalo.
I've seen a giraffe fight on One Piece, and he's got swords and shit. So.
No. Like
So, like, this homie's
giraffe,
like,
okay.
He's real life to me.
Give me a legitimate answer, you piece of shit.
No, dude. Are you assuming? He's not real to me? Oh wait, no. Joffrey the giraffe. All right. So yeah, giraffes all the way. Toys R Us.
Toys R Us giraffe.
Toys R Us.
Cool. Aubrey's opinions are irrelevant like usual.
Why would you want to be a buffalo? You're on the edge of
Kira,
extinction.
giraffe or buffalo?
Because
That's a hard one. I guess
I'm unique and I like being a big boy.
You want to be a buffalo?
I guess.
All right, giraffe gang, we're gonna go neck them to death.
About to go ram your legs.
Have you ever seen giraffes actually fight? They like fucking throw their whole neck at each other. Imagine fucking choking as a giraffe. Like, where's it at? Where's it lodged?
Hold on. Listen. The deep throat's real.
Oh my god.
Hey man, I'm just saying. You ever seen a giraffe tongue?
Being real deep, you know?
Who just slurped? That's down bad.